Class of 2020. First off, just want to say we missed the heck out of you. We wish that we were spending this Tuesday in the building instead of doing distance learning and interacting digitally. But just know that it's a big loss for us not to be able to be in the classroom with you, both today and throughout this whole experience. But I also wanted to say I appreciate your flexibility as we're all learning both to transition completely to this distance learning environment, but also keeping in mind that the reason that we're doing this is to continue your education so it doesn't just stop. Now, that frustration that folks are feeling is real. We get that this transition is not easy. You didn't sign up to go to an online school. We understand that. And honestly, we're spending a lot of time learning some of these new processes and tools that are available to all of us. So we ask you to please be patient. Going through some of our posts that we have on Google Classroom, I can see it clear as day, as you can see with your classmates, that this is a rough transition. But we are trying to be flexible as well, just as we are asking you to be. So ask that you keep some of those things in mind as we're going forward. A couple of tips you could see that we've posted on the Google Classroom for tips for success with distance learning. I encourage you to look at those. Some of the comments were asking about having staggered assignments being posted as compared to just having them all at once. There's variety there because some students work better with everything all at once, where others might work better with that scheduled assignment posts. And like I said, our teachers and administrators are still working on fine-tuning that process. But as seniors, this is your last quarter, and you are getting grades for these. And even though some of the attendance and other graduation requirements have been suspended per the governor's order, you are still getting grades for these classes. Now, nobody wants to just fail you, but we're doing this as a service to you to continue your learning process, because just because you're almost there to that stage, or even the virtual stage, or whatever it might be, I'll get to that in a second, as far as graduation plans, because that's still in flux. You still are to be working and doing your best in these classes. It's not busy work. We're not just here trying to give you as much as we can. So this is meant to help you grow as a student and continue whatever your next steps are going to be, whether it be a college or career. We want to give you the best chance to succeed in that. That being said, too, I did want to mention, since I mentioned the possible virtual graduate stage, there's no plans for that right now. Right now, we still have the date held for our current graduation, because even though the governor hasn't officially released any changes, we know that the feds were saying April 30th now. So that's still in flux, but just know that we're still planning to either hold that date that we already have if things clear up by that time, or try another date in the future. Now, there's nothing official with that, so don't quote me on those, but just know that we still want to make sure that you have some kind of experience that culminates you as the class of 2020. So we care. We want you to be safe. The whole point of this is that we're not, endangering both those folks in the building and your loved ones. So we ask you to continue practicing what the CDC and the state are saying as far as social distancing and being safe. And we also know that we have a lot of students that are considered essential workers that are working hard while continuing this distance learning process. So we understand that. If you are struggling with those classes, please, please, please talk to your teachers. Talk to your teachers. They understand what you're going through right now. So just keep that open communication there. And we're going to try to do our best in this, because nobody's faced this. We have never had to move class and having and not being able to have interactions outside of this experience. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, or a once-in-a-lifetime ordeal. So please, please, just be patient and bear with us. We're trying to still make you have this as special of a year as possible, given the circumstances. So anyhow, just know that we're thinking of you. Wish that we were able to share these moments face to face. Continue voicing some concerns constructively on your Google Classroom. But if you have official things that you need to message up the ladder, feel free to message those to administrators. But again, be safe. You're still the class of 2020. This is the culmination of your 12, 13 years of education. And so this is special. Still take it in as much as you can. But know that we still have learning to do, and that we're doing this to prepare you for your next steps, not just being busy work as it goes through there. So we're here for you. Message us if you need anything. And again, we love you, the class of 2020.